I love Zelda. It's one of my favorite series in all of gaming, and the sense of adventure that the franchise is able to ooze from every pore is hard to match. And that became especially true with its recent installments Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. I'll pivot back to the days of its origins on the NES, where the name of the game was dropping you in a big world with tons of secrets and telling you to go and find them for yourself. Breath of the Wild thrived on its simplistic approach and engrossing, calming rendition of Hyrule. But Tears of the Kingdom was set to expand on that formula, up the action, and player agency and stakes as a whole, with a world on the brink of ruin, shattered and sundered, with its very firmament riddled with various patches of floating islands, each with their own secrets. And that was how Tears of the Kingdom was largely sold. Same old Hyrule, with a bit of a makeover courtesy of Ganondorf, but this time with a set of vibrant sky islands, not unlike Skyward Sword. However, as I make my way through this game, I find myself overall appreciating a completely separate area that was not really talked about before release: the depths. A giant open world set below Hyrule and its vast caverns and caves that you enter upon various fissures or holes in the ground on the surface, and the transition between surface to subterranean depths is largely seamless outside of maybe a 2 to 3 second lag every now and then, when you decide to plunge those depths and see what lies below, just below the surface. And it's a funny feeling, as I find myself kind of let down by how repetitious the Sky Islands are, and dissimilar they are from the starting zone. I find myself absolutely enthralled with the depths. See, the depths operate under two simple principles. It's dark, and the gloom is more of an issue as your hearts, once consumed by malice, no longer regenerate until you can find yourself some sanctuary at a light root, or under the sun's gentle embrace upon the surface. Or you can cook food, typical Breath of the Wild-esque workarounds. But this added threat and sense of tension may seem simple upon the first glance, but to me varies up the formula just enough to make the world of Tears simply incredible to behold and explore. You can acquire a rock called Zonite to turn in for charges that you can then spend on upgrading your battery pack, so your various builds can last longer before requiring a recharge. Therefore, you are incentivized to explore in the depths. But there are also light roots that you can activate, that once upon activation, these roots that jut out from the cavern's roof burst forth with light that envelops the nearby area, pushing back against the enshrouding darkness that the depths are known for. Your gameplay loop down here will be a mix between activating light roots, collecting Zonite, and illuminating your path by throwing light seeds every dang location you can see. Also collecting Poes, but we'll get to those. And completing a smorgasbord of quests that expand across the depths of the depths. It's a simple formula, but I tend to find that simplicity is often the Legend of Zelda's greatest strength, where amidst a sea of games sometimes vying for more complexity, Zelda is able to hang with all the others, if not surpass them, by relying on that simple feeling of adventure. When coupled with your quests in the skies and on the surface of Hyrule, delving down into the dankness of the depths as a brief reprieve can be a cool, refreshing reminder of the diversity and experiences that Tears of the Kingdom has on offer, as you may zig and zag between different priorities and progression paths. Perhaps you come across a mask in a sky island you happen to be exploring, and follow its emitted ray of light that will eventually take you on a quest in the underground. I did an entire quest line just like that, throughout which I unlocked a mech suit that now follows me around, or perhaps you can acquire the wayward spirits of life's long parted, named Poes, that dot the subterranean landscape that can be turned into various statues that you can also unlock through quest lines for new armor sets that resist the gloom, or for varied resources that may help you along your journey. Maybe you meet an old villain and embark upon a quest taking you throughout the sprawling fields of the depths in your hurried pursuit of the fiend to put his wicked machinations to rest once and for all. Bottom line, Like Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line, is that simplicity is the key to Zelda's success. However, that simplicity and straightforwardness of Zelda's design and laid-back approach is bolstered by its varied experiences and ever-changing styles of navigation and prioritization. Going back and forth between the sky, surface, and depths varies the experience in a way that personally engages me, but you may find the style of gamer that you are prefers to focus on one piece at a time and wishes to fully explore the sky, surface, or depths before focusing on another. And the beauty of the open-ended nature and design of Breath and Tears of the Kingdom is that it not only allows this type of play, but encourages it. For if you decide that you wish you spend most of your time patrolling the depths, you can certainly do that. I would personally recommend some shrine farming as well to get stamina and additional hearts, but you can certainly do it at your own pace. And once you walk away satisfied in your endeavors, wishing for greener pastures or bluer skies, you can progress towards them with new gear in hand, equipment in your inventory, and a vastly expanded battery pack that will undoubtedly aid in your adventures as you craft and create varied builds and vehicles that benefit from that expanded battery pack. Or maybe you wish to explore the depths last, and utilize all the gear and new pieces of stamina and hearts to your advantage in the twilight of your experience with the game. The proverbial ball is solely within the player's court. Player agency reigns supreme in Tears of the Kingdom, just like it did back in the days of Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda on the NES. But in Tears of the Kingdom, those systems and mechanics that made the game shine are expanded and fleshed out within Tears to create what is, in my opinion, a more entertaining and engaging gameplay loop that gives the player even more options as to how the player wants to interface with Hyrule. Sure, that beloved peaceful simplicity that was king in Breath of the Wild may no longer be forefront, but the simplicity of player agency takes full control of the cockpit of Tears of the Kingdom, and that to me is more in line with my personal preferences. And it's funny, upon retrospection, back when Breath of the Wild came out, I was in a point of my life where the simple pleasures of exploring Hyrule's vast verdant fields was the epitome of pleasure to me. A quaint beauty coupled with its naturalistic approach to sound design and music that created a level of immersion into a game world few others had been able to cultivate in my many years of gaming. The calming, almost relaxing aura that Breath of the Wild was able to exude from its every pore was exactly up my alley back in those stressful days. It was a game that felt like it was tailor-made for me specifically. A brief repose from the real world that I could slip away into and just relax. However, nowadays I find the creativity on display and varied tonal experiences that Tears of the Kingdom has on offer appeals to where I'm at currently. And while the game may frustrate me from time to time, as I try and ultra-hand a wheel or a fan on just right so I don't spin out of control, or while the combat may not exactly be tailor-made to my preferences, that simplistic sense of adventure remains bolstered by brilliant game design and varied experiences that keep me coming back for more, and I think the depths is a perfect microcosm of all that I love about The Legend of Zelda, from its dark and toned to its varied and unique gameplay opportunity, its brilliant gameplay design that serves as an immaculate surprise to be uncovered upon first playing Tears of the Kingdom. And while I wish the sky was more fleshed out than it currently is, the depths and balancing my experiences amongst the dark, dank depths alongside the surface and sky keeps me on my toes, keeps me entertained and thoroughly engaged with Tears of the Kingdom. And the tone of the experience is just up my alley as well, as I am someone who prefers Zelda when it is embracing one of two things: either its vibrant, cartoony aesthetics that is known for in titles like Wind Waker or Link's Awakening, or when it goes full grim dark and leans into its darker tones and atmospheres, like in Majora's Mask or Twilight Princess and now Tears of the Kingdom, and the depths, being as gloom-filled and vacant of light as they are, appeal to me exactly. I love being able to illuminate my path by throwing light seeds all over the place. It may seem annoying to some, but to me, I like that sense of foreboding, that whatever machinations or depravity may await for me just on the other side of that thin veil of darkness can approach me at any moment. only to be thrust into the light's vibrant beams once I fill it with either light roots light or my own. Personally, it greatly appeals to me. And I will call the video there for the day. Thank you all for tuning in, my pleasure for making the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out and helps support future content, and I greatly appreciate it. And hit the bell icon to be notified for when I upload and stream in the future. Stay safe, have a great day, leave a comment down below with what has been your favorite zone in Tears of the Kingdom so far. The sky, the surface, or the depths, and let me know why. I would love to hear your stories of your adventures throughout Hyrule. Stay safe, have a great day, go play some video games if you can, and as always, I'll see you all next time. Bye bye everybody, until we meet again.